Hey guys, it's me Sylvia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are going to be testing out the brand new Kylie Cosmetics Holiday 2019 collection. And let me tell you, there is a lot to review, okay? I'm pretty sure the collection has like 13 products in it. You guys are always asking me to review Kylie's collections as soon as they come out, but honestly, I be there on my computer just like the rest of y'all, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. This time, you know what? Checked out my cart with the quickness, and so we got the collection. It finally came in. The full bundle, I think it was like, let me check, hold please. Yes, here it is, a mere $320, but it's fine because we bougie. You see what I did there? Quick plug for the new S Club merch. I was so excited to finally release this one. The bougie and S Club are embroidered on there, really thick threading, because you know I only give you guys quality, comfortability, cuteness. It's what you deserve. I also added a new phone case, so cute, contents my life. Whose phone isn't their life? You know, relatable. Great. It does have the rubber that goes all the way around, so it is really durable if you drop your phone as much as I do, you know. She's clumsy or whatever. Your phone's gonna be protected, I got you. Back to what I was saying, so what was I saying now? I don't know. And this has all the items that she came out with. So there's a primer in there, there's the eyeshadow palette, there's a brush set, mini lip collection, little lip kits and like ornament situations. So I guess good for gifts. There's just a lot of goodies in here, and I am excited and down to give it all a try. The packaging is really cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Candy cane vibes, red, there's glitter on everything. Like, if you're like me and kind of collect makeup and just a makeup lover, then you can appreciate some cute packaging. But anyways, enough of my talking, let's get into it. So first, what do we know about the collection? There's 13 pieces in it. Majority is eyeshadows and lip products. 3 face products. There's a primer, a setting spray, and a cheek palette. She has 2 bundles. The full bundle, which is what I got with everything in it, or you can get the bundle with just her favorites in it, which is $170. And obviously there's the option to buy everything single by itself. I have the prices ready to go. I'll try and put them up on the screen as we go along. So I started out with no makeup so we can test out the primer. We'll skip through foundation, all of that, just stick to an intense, thorough Kylie review with this exact collection that we have right here. I have reviewed Kylie's concealers and her brow products and other stuff, so make sure you watch those videos if you're curious on my thoughts about those products. It looks like the majority of it is sold out, but we all know Kylie is ready to restock. And I just keep an eye on her socials. She always gives an update or an exact time and date that she's gonna restock, so if you always miss her collections, that's a little tip right there. Hey, enough with the boring stuff, let's get into primer. So it's the Holiday Illuminating Face Primer. It's the same kind of bottle tube that her other primer is in. So from swatching this, you can see it is very shimmery. So they say it has really finely milled iridescent kind of pearls in it that give you an immediate radiance. Oh, it sounds fancy. Let's apply. Oh, very shimmery. We want that glowing skin for the holidays. I'm down. Fresh skin is in, honey. If anybody knows what's in, it's Kylie Jenner. It does have a little bit of a tacky feeling, but it's still very, very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. You can see it did give me an instant radiance, just like they said it would. It smells very subtle. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very subtle. So it doesn't bother me. It actually smells really refreshing and it smells really good. I like it. From the swatch, I was kind of worried. I was like, is this gonna look like highlight all over my face? But it definitely doesn't. It soaked into my skin really nicely. It says it's oil-free. There's coconut water. That's what the smell is. Coconut and aloe. Okay, it smells really good. I like that. It's supposed to have a blurring effect. Do we see that? Honey, let me see. Honestly, I do have really large pores on my nose and like my cheek area here. Usually luminous primers like this can make those look bigger, but I feel like it did give a little bit of a blurring effect. They don't look as large as before I put them on. So I'm liking it for first impression. So far, so good. So I just applied 1 layer of foundation. It's normally like a satin kind of finish, but look at her. She is glowing. So that primer definitely will give you a more glowy base. I'm going in real quick with her Kylie concealer, which I do really, really like. It doesn't dry out your under eye. It's lightweight, but still gives you full coverage, which I need with these dark circles. Help. But Kylie, we're still waiting on some foundations, honey. Where are they? Please. But everyone is so judgy with foundation. She's probably shook to come out with foundation. Like, with how everyone finds anything to attack makeup these days. Imagine she came out with the foundation. It needs to be like shade range infinity. It needs to work for everybody's skin type. Coverage, it has to give you both. One day it can give you sheer, one day it can give you matte, you know? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why she still hasn't come out with foundation. I know it's hard, like behind the scenes, to get a foundation formula right. It takes forever. But her being Kylie, like, it's probably even more pressure, bro. I don't even know. But anyways, moving on. I forgot to mention that with every package, it's really cute. She like gives out this little note. It looks like it's personally written by her. It has her little signature on there, but she didn't. It's a photocopy. Okay, I'm saying that because I had to double check. You're still getting a letter, which is really cute. I think it's something nice for the fans if you're a hella big fan of Kylie. Moving on to her cheek palette. Highlights like this rosy champagne color. The blush is described as a warm rose. She also came out with this little brush kit. It has a small eyeshadow brush, a medium angled blending brush, medium blending brush, large angled blending brush. So yeah, we're gonna use them. I think that would make a really cute gift. They feel really soft. The handle is red with like a red metallic situation. You can see, use your eyes. I can't describe things. So let's go in with the face brush. Well, actually, what the heck am I doing? Let me apply bronzer real quick. Real quick. Now let's go in with the blush. I would only really use this type of brush for blush. I like something a little bit bigger for bronzer, so that's why I didn't use this brush for that. It builds really subtly. I do really like this kind of rosy color. I think it's very Kylie. You always see her with a really light colored blush on. I am liking that. I feel like it does look very natural, very soft, almost like you've been out in the cold for a little too long. That's cute. Like out in the cold in the winter, a little pink nose. We can put it on. No, we're not doing that. But I also like the brush so far. It feels soft and it did the job. So far so good. We'll use the other eye brushes when we move on to eyeballs. So now dipping into the highlight. Apply that on my cheekbones. Oh, it's icy. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be this blinding because the other highlighters are more buildable. Like if you really wet your brush and apply a lot, you can get a blinding highlight, but right off the bat, they're more subtle. So that's why I'm a little surprised, but it's a great surprise because I do like my highlight to be extra, like me. So I am liking this palette. I feel like it does work for my skin tone because the highlight is very, very icy. And even for the blush for me, I had to layer it quite a bit to get this pinky. So it might be a little bit light if you're a deeper skin tone than me. So that's just something to keep in mind. So my base makeup is basically done. We're gonna lock it in, trying out her new setting spray. This is the Holiday Illuminating Setting Spray. You're supposed to gently shake the bottle. I always forget to shake things and then you'd be looking crazy. Let's apply that. Oh, wow. Rose water. My senses are tingling. But in all seriousness, that smells really good. I do like the scent. The mist is really nice. It's very fine, so you're not getting, you know, a waterfall in your face. I like that in a setting spray. Again, this has aloe. It has hyaluronic acid, so that's really good for your skin. It's supposed to lock in moisture. Oh, it has coffee extract in it. It's supposed to give your skin a boost of energy. It works! No, imagine. Yo, I'm getting out of hand. But anyways, I did like that. It's very refreshing and you can really see it did add some luminosity. My skin looks really good, honey. It looks good. It set the powders. Kylie, I like it. I like it. Oh, especially if you have dry skin, you'll probably really like the primer and the setting spray because the hyaluronic acid and all that is really meant to just lock in moisture and keep you hydrated throughout the day. So that's my tip on that. Moving on to eyes, we've got the Dear Santa eyeshadow palette. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, one moment please. 16 shades, math, y'all. Okay, 1 + 1 equals 16 shades in there, and it's a mixture of different formulas. I did swatch all of the shadows off camera because let's be real, with these long ass nails, it is a struggle. The foiled shadows are a little bit chunky, but that's not abnormal for foiled shadows. So I'm assuming that they're better applied directly from your finger rather than a brush. The shimmer shades swatched beautifully. They just glided down my arm. There was no struggle with those ones. The matte shades were okay, but we shall see what the formula is actually like because it's hard to tell from swatches. So let's just go ahead and apply them on my lid. I'm gonna prime my lids real quick beforehand. So what I normally do when I'm reviewing these full Kylie collections, I try and recreate her campaign photo makeup. We'll also be using the 3 eye brushes that come in her brush kit. Let's first go in with Kris Kringle. It's a matte rose shade. We'll use that kind of as a transition shade, just applying lightly into the crease and blending up and into the brow bone. In the picture, she does bring her eyeshadow all the way in, so we're gonna do the same. All right, so nice first layer. I like shadows that you can kind of slowly build. And this brush is interesting. It's kind of like angled, so I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I like a rounder blending brush, but it is doing the trick. So now let's go in with Treat Your Elf. It's a matte cherry red. We'll use this as our crease color, applying that directly into my crease. And one dip of the brush actually gave us quite a bit of color there, so I'm impressed. Is that red, y'all, or is that pink? Am I tripping right now? I think it's, no, it's definitely red. And we'll bring that to my lower lash line. Now just doing a half cut crease for my shadow primer real quick. Now let's go in with Kylie Christmas. It's described as a matte soft cantaloupe. And I'm thinking she has this kind of all over her lid here. Okay, no, that definitely looks a lot whiter than what she has on the picture. So I'm gonna mix it in with Reindeer Dreams, a matte warm sandy brown. All right, so that looks a little closer to what she has on. Now let's go in with Secret Santa. It's like a pearl white shade. We'll highlight our inner corner with that because she has a hella bright inner corner in her campaign pic. I'll use whatever's left over on my brush for a brow bone highlight. Oh, I see. classy. I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then we can talk about what I think of these shadows. So both eyes are done, and now my final kind of thoughts on it. I do think the shadows apply really nicely. They blended out really well. They were buildable. I didn't have a chance to dip into the foiled shades, but I'm assuming they just apply best with your finger. Like, look at that. I just really wanted to recreate her eye look from the campaign. As far as the price, I know a lot of people are talking about it being $48. It is a little pricey. I mean, and there is no shortage of makeup palettes in the industry. Like, if you really wanted to, you could probably find something similar for cheaper. But when I was looking at her other eyeshadow palettes, any of her other 16 shade palettes are same price, $48. So it's not abnormal for Kylie to be pricing it at that point. Yeah, her Balmain palette is $42, 9 shades in it. Her long kind of extended palettes, $45, 12 shades. So I mean, that's what you're looking at when you're trying to shop any eyeshadow palettes from Kylie. So I'd say if you're a fan of the shades in the palette and you think you'd make good use of them and you love Kylie Jenner, then I definitely recommend it. The shadows apply as you'd expect them, and I think it's really cute. Cute little limited edition palette. Moving on to eyeliner, we have the red Kyliner. It has a felt tip to it. When I swatched it, it glided on really nicely. It seems super saturated. The product was just flowing out of it. So I mean, I have high hopes. All right, oh my God, we'll do a little wing moment. I'm stressed. Red too, if I mess this up, it's all over. Maybe I had it open too long, but it's a little dry right now. Shake it up a bit. The shadows are kind of drying out the tip, and then it's really difficult to layer it. So liner's on. It's probably my least favorite thing so far. I feel like I didn't have this much issues with the black eyeliner when I tried it, especially on the areas over top of where I already had shadow. It was less saturated there, like the shadow would just dry out the pen. But let me know if you guys have seen people have similar issues with that, because I don't know why. I was still able to get a pretty decent looking wing. Let me apply some mascara and lashes, and then we'll move on to the lip product. But before we move on to lips, I forgot to mention she also came out with these shimmer eye glazes. There's I See What You Mean, which is like a white pearl, very, very frosty foiled shadow. It's so stunning. It's very, very glittery. I feel like it could also be dusted over an eye look to give you a nice frosty shimmer. And there's also Good at Being Naughty, and this one's also very metallic and shimmery, but it's definitely got less glitter, so it didn't piece up as much when I was swatching it. I kind of wish she made one of these a green shade, because I swatched it next to Hint of Naughty, and they're quite similar. So I think it would have been cool, since she didn't do green in the palette, to make one of these like a green. It's still gorgeous nonetheless and super pigmented. Moving on to lip products, there is a lot of them in this collection. So first we've got the Naughty List lip kit. It's got a matte liquid lipstick in there and a lip liner. I like her lip kits. I find her lip liners very, very creamy, very rich. They are one of my favorite lip liner formulas, and I love this red. I think it's a perfect holiday red. She's also got the holiday mini 6-piece set. I think it's a good combination of shades in there. You got a nude shade, you even have a metallic shade in there, and then some berry tones and a red. Screams holiday. I did notice I had trouble with one shade when I was swatching. It was a little bit oily, so it kind of like smudged and gave me this weird like swatch. That was the first time I opened it and applied it, and I think it separated a bit, and I just needed to mix it up, and now I don't have that issue. So I think this would make a great gift, or even if you just want to kind of dabble into what Kylie lip products are about, or if you find you never finish your full-size liquid lipsticks, this is a great little mini version, and you have a nice variety of her shades in there. And then there's these matte lipstick bullets that come in this little ornament packaging, and these, she has the shade Mary Jo. It's described as a blue-red, which is her most well-known, I feel like, lip kit, but she got it now in a lipstick version. And then there's Coming to Town, which is like a peachy beige nude, definitely the type of nude I reach for, so I think I'm gonna go with that one today. But before we do that, we have the Holiday High Gloss Trio. So these are lip glosses. They're very shimmery, more sheer, so you can use them as a lip topper. I'm a big fan of her high glosses. I like that it has a really thick applicator. I've been totally into really sheer, glittery lip glosses these days. But let's finish up the look using Coming to Town. This peachy nude. Oh, it's gliding on really nicely, so it's not too drying as of yet. That's a pretty shade. I like that. And I think it'd look even better with a lip liner. So let me quickly apply one. Stunning. I'm obsessed with this nude shade. Definitely love that. All right, you guys. So those are all the products that we are trying out today. I think she didn't let us down on packaging. Packaging's fire. There's a lot of variety in the collection, from lip products to eyeshadows, some face products. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. The little kits are really cute gift ideas. The only thing I was kind of disappointed by was the Kyliner, but it could just be an off day for me. You know, I don't know why. I just couldn't get it to really go on smoothly. It was drying out too fast. I'm gonna give it another shot, but on first impression, I was like, I really love the highlight and the blush in this little palette, but again, you know, if you were my shade, you're probably lighter than your Gucci. Otherwise, I would probably recommend looking at her other highlights and blushes on the website, just not in the Kylie collection. That's the only cheek palette. But you guys let me know, what are you most excited about in this collection? Is this screaming wow to you? Do you really like it? Or are you like, I'll pass on this one? Let us know your thoughts down below. And of course, don't forget about the S Club drip, okay? Spoil yourself this holiday season and take advantage of that sale that we have going on right now. But that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. it. If you did, don't you dare leave without subscribing to my channel. Click this button right here to subscribe. Check out my eyeshadow palette that I made with BH Cosmetics. Then check out these other videos of mine if you haven't seen them yet. And I will see you guys in my next one. Happy holidays. Mwah. Bye.